Welcome back to sunny morning here at the El Dorado Hotel here in the Mexican Riviera Maya. I'm Elliot Baldwin with Sylvia Reza, still with us.
Exactly.
Great to talk to you today.
I'm looking for the sun today inside of ourselves because, well, actually it's not raining, but we still really have a very nice weather.
Yeah, the weather's awesome right now, you know, compared to all that.
Boston.
Boston, we heard today, minus 15.
Right.
They're having thunder snow in Boston. What is thunder snow? I can only imagine what that looks like.
Ooh, no, I love to be here, definitely.
Yeah, it's still warm out here. Everybody's outside. Everybody's having a great time. Really good atmosphere here at the hotel. It's Friday, so that's awesome. Friday's a big day for everybody here as well locally. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend, getting revved up. What are your weekend plans?
Well, of course I'm going to go out, definitely. But also I wanted to say something that I love from El Dorado Royal Resort is that the atmosphere in the pool, by the pool is really lovely, it's relaxing, but at the same time it's alive, you know, so it's not like, it's not so restrict, like some hotels, it's like everybody's really quiet. So here we have some action, but an action that everybody likes and everybody's pleased with that.
Yeah, I love the synchronized water aerobics, you know, that's so nice. I mean, if you are sitting back and you're reading a book, it's not intrusive, it's just nice that you can, you know, just watch over your book. There's a nice bit of synchronized swimming going on there, or someone's taking a dance class. I mean, it's quite really nice. So, yeah, I'm glad to see you guys are having a great time. So are we. And, you know, talking about if you're going out, you know, and leaving the resort and going on some of these tours we've been talking about and getting more immersed in the archaeological sites, you know, we're just going to give you a bit of a rundown, just a checklist of things so you enjoy the experience to the maximum, and a few do's and don'ts, probably common sense, but just a quick recap.
Exactly.
Okay. So starting off, I mean, if you're going to be doing swims, and there's all kinds of things, whether you're going to cenotes or maybe you're going to be going on a scuba diving or snorkeling trip.
Biosphere.
or the Sian Khan Biosphere, guys. We didn't even mention it, just south of Tulum, but that's one of the most impressive biospheres in the world, okay? And we have a lot of indigenous wildlife down there, birds and sea wildlife. It's an incredible place to go. But be careful with sunscreens, okay? I mean, you must take a biodegradable sun lotion or oil because, you know, we don't want to cause those oil slicks that create, you know, you see that in the swimming pool sometime, right?
Many people wonder why do they have to use this other sunscreen instead of the regular one. But there's the chemicals that are in the regular sunscreen. It helps us humans, but our skin is kind of tough. So we can actually take those chemicals and nothing happens to us. But the fish, they're very vulnerable and they cannot take those chemicals. It's like, imagine maybe if, let's compare it with, imagine that you have toothpaste in your skin all the time. I'm sure it's gonna come to the time that it's gonna damage your skin. Or worse, if you have chlorine in your skin, right?
Yeah.
If you put some chemical that might not be so like lethal, but at the same time, it can damage your skin. So that happens to the fish or the plankton, and then it gets poison on them. And that's why it's very important, it's not only one person. I mean, imagine, the water, one molecule of chlorine affects the whole water. So one molecule of our sunscreen affects...
It's like nobody likes to be in the swimming pool when somebody takes a pee in the pool. And the fish don't like it when you get in their pool with your sun lotion on. So it's the same for them. And also, the coral doesn't like it either. I've got a fly here, Mosca. The idea of the coral, it bleaches with your sun lotion. So never... It's not a good idea. It doesn't help the coral wildlife, and never take coral away from this beautiful Mesoamerican reef, okay? You want this beautiful environment out here to come back to year after year and generations to come back and enjoy it as well.
Well, some people think like, oh, well, I will take just a little thing. I mean, it's just only one person, one thing, one piece. No, it's not like that. Imagine like 10 million of people things like that. Well, it's not one piece, it's 10 million pieces in general, or, you know, any amount of items that, you know, we're losing here.
I'm going to catch it in a minute. Then I'm going to use my Thor reflexes. I got it.
Anyway, so these tips of do's or not to do things list is very important. So it's we are collaborating with the environmental atmosphere as well. It's very important.
And what you were saying about Ekbalam, it's in the jungle there, and you will see some amazing wildlife. I mean, you hear the howler monkeys out there at night.
You do.
So while you are looking at the stars, you will hear the night will come alive. Right?
Exactly.
And so there's so many protected wildlife species here. You may even be lucky to see jaguar out there, okay? They are a native creature. We have some beautiful white-tailed deer as well out there.
Exactly.
And so, be respectful of that. If you get that, experience, you're really blessed.
By the way, talking about the little animals, avoid, if somebody asks you or offers you the turtle eggs, just avoid buying them or eating them because, it's almost extinct.
It's actually a federal offense, for anybody to interfere with the sea turtles. They are so heavily protected here that, it's a federal offense. I mean, it can lead to serious consequences. So if you do see any of that type, if somebody approaches you, please report that to the authorities or report it here at the hotel, because we have a very strong action program to protect the wildlife, particularly the sea turtle program. So
absolutely, and every animal.
Yeah, we are big animal lovers here, as you know, and also there is the whale shark program. We mentioned that as well. There are certain safety tips. I mean, they don't eat humans, so you are safe to swim with whale sharks. But they're more for the safety of the sharks than for the humans. We do recommend that you talk to your local tour operator. And on that note, not all tour operators are the same, okay? So you're much better off going with a local tour provider for many reasons. One of the reasons I always promote using local tour companies is because you're helping indigenous people. I mean, we talked about it earlier. They are experts. They know their subjects. International tour companies, okay, everybody wants to make money, but at the same time, they don't necessarily have the specialist knowledge, and they're not the best. And it's just kind of a mediocre experience, but you are helping local people and arts and crafts people and to thrive when you spend your money with local people here. Believe me, they need that rather than your major tour operators that perhaps aren't quite as concerned about the local indigenous people.
Exactly. Yes, and also you can make a little try on them, like asking them a few questions of the site that you would like to visit. And then once they give you a few answers here and there, then of course you will realize that they know the topic, and you will feel very comfortable going with them. But also, Elliot, I would like to talk to you about Tulum. I mean, what about Tulum?
Oh my goodness,
it's
Tulum.
A magical place.
Have you stayed there recently?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
It's definitely your type of town, I know. Tell everybody about Tulum.
Well, first of all, the beach is beautiful, gorgeous. All the sites to eat, all the walking is very relaxing place, and you really enjoy the sunrise and the sunsets are really wonderful. I have no words to describe because sometimes
stunning.
We have some like orange out there mixed with pink for the sunsets, and with yellow, and it's just really wonderful mix of colors. And at night again the stars are really lovely. And also there's a little bit of party there. I mean, you have to choose where to go. For people who like to, I would recommend one of the best places, but it's by the beach, by the way, at night. There's this one of those cabañas places. They have really nice music and really nice food as well.
There's also a good range of eco hotels. So if you're, if you're more ecologically minded, and a lot of those hotels don't use regular electricity. They use wind or solar power. So, they're much more into renewable energy over there. So if that's your kind of thing as a tourist, that's a really cool place to check out. And it does take you away from, it's a very special town. I mean, they've always said it's a bit of a backpacker, a bit of a hippie kind of place. And that's already a really nice place. You'll find just off the beaten track type of modest budget type of accommodation. But it's just, as you say, visually, it's just so stunning there.
Exactly. It's really worth it to go there. So you can escape there at least for a night. That would be really wonderful, totally suggestible, right?
Yeah, follow it on the next day. Head over to Sian Khan, just a little bit further south. Treat yourself to an eco tour in Sian Khan. So, after your eco night and under the stars. And with Ekbalam, I mean, I can't recommend that enough to get you a little bit more immersed. As much as this is an amazing, you're here to relax and to absorb a lot more of the culture and the history, of course. So for things that you haven't done yet, if you've been here many times, those are our top tips for you. And some of the do's and don'ts, follow those and you'll have an amazing vacation experience and you'll take back all the right memories and souvenirs.
Well, it's time to go to another segment. Stay with us because what's coming next?
Yeah, of course, we've got Gilbert Rios and all the latest in sports around the world. We'll see you soon.